Good morning, students. Today we will solve this problem. See the problem. Following information is available from cost records for the year ended 31st March 2014. Direct material rupees 36 per unit. Direct labor rupees 28 per unit. Chargeable expenses rupees 11 per unit. So in this problem, per unit amounts are given to us. Factory overheads, fixed and variable overheads are given. Fixed rupees 15 lakhs and variable rupees 10 per unit. Office overheads, fixed rupees 12 lakhs 50,000. Selling overheads, fixed rupees 5 lakhs and variable rupees 25 per unit. Units produced and sold 50,000 and selling price per unit is rupees 210. So first we have to prepare cost sheet of 50,000 units, and then from that cost sheet and given information we have to prepare estimated cost sheet. Okay, the following changes are anticipated during the year ended 31st March 2015. The production and sale will increase by 60%. Second, direct material cost per unit will increase by 12.5%. Third, direct labor per unit will decrease by 5%. Fourth, chargeable expenses per unit will decrease by 10%. Chargeable expenses are direct expenses. Fifth, variable factory overheads per unit will increase by 25%. Variable selling overheads will decrease by 25%. All fixed overheads will increase by 20%. And eighth, 75% of the output will be sold in domestic market at a profit of 20% on sales, and balance 20% output will be sold in export market at a profit of 50% on sales. So this is the new point in this problem. They are selling their output in domestic market as well as export market. म्हणजे देशामध्ये ते विकलं जाणार आहे, त्याचबरोबर बाहेरच्या देशात एक्सपोर्ट पण केलं जाणार आहे, आणि दोन्हीसाठी प्रॉफिट मार्जिन इज डिफरंट. You are required to prepare a cost sheet for the year ended 31st March 2014 and estimated cost sheet for the year ended 31st March 2015 showing total and per unit cost. Similarly, calculate total and per unit profit for the year ended 31st March 2014. Calculate total sales and profit for domestic market and export market. Okay? In this way, we have to solve this problem. We have to prepare some working notes for solving the problem. First, we will prepare the cost sheet for 50,000 units for the year ended 31st March 2014. Then we will prepare some working notes from given information, and then we will prepare estimated cost sheet for the year ended 31st March 2015. Okay, so let's start now. So in this problem, now we will prepare cost sheet for the year ended 31st March 2014 first. Then we will prepare some working notes from the given information, and then we will prepare cost sheet, that is estimated or budgeted cost sheet for the year ended 31st March 2015. Understood? So first step will be obviously direct material. I hope the camera is adjusted. A, direct material. They told us that the units produced and sold are 50,000 units, and direct material cost per unit is 36 rupees. So 36 into rupees 36 rupees into 50,000 units, that will be 18 lakhs. So direct material total amount is 18 lakhs. Now B, direct wages. Direct wages units again 50,000, and direct labor, that is wages, is given rupees 28 per unit. So the multiplication of 28 rupees per unit into 50,000 units, it is 14 lakhs. Now see chargeable expenses, which are direct expenses. Direct expenses, that is chargeable, again for 50,000 units, per unit is given 11 rupees per unit into 50,000 units, so it will be 5,50,000. And now we have to add to calculate prime cost. खरं तर एवढे प्रॉब्लेम सॉल्व केल्यानंतर ओळीनी फॉर्मॅट तुमचं पाठ झालेलं असणं एक्सपेक्टेड आहे. सो इट इज 37,50,000 for 50,000 units, and this total, it is 75 per unit. Okay, now E, factory overheads. Factory overheads means works overheads. Okay, in this problem heading is given as factory overheads, and there are fixed as well as variable. So fixed overheads and variable overheads. Okay, now they told us that fixed rupees 15 lakhs. So fixed overheads are 15 lakhs here for 50,000 units. So per unit will be 30 rupees per unit. Variable overheads rupees 10 per unit. So units 50,000, 10 rupees per units are variable. So 10 into 50,000, that is 5 lakhs. These are variable overheads. Okay, after adding we'll add both this amount, that is factory overheads, in prime cost. So we will get works cost. या दोन्हीची टोटल करण्याचा वेगळा कॉलम मी केलेला नाही आहे. सो 37,50,000 प्लस 15 lakhs प्लस 5 lakhs, that is 37,50,000 प्लस 20 lakhs. ओके, सो इट विल बी 57,50,000. नॉर्मली ॲडिशन्स ज्यांचं मॅथमॅटिक्स चांगलं आहे त्यांना तोंडी येऊ शकतात, ॲडिशन्स ॲज वेल ॲज सबस्ट्रॅक्शन्स ऑर डिव्हिजन्स. And now 75 plus 30 plus 10, that is 115 per unit works cost. Okay, now G, office now G, office overheads. That is office and administrative overheads. Here only fixed are given, so I will write here fixed. Office overheads fixed rupees 12,50,000. 12,50,000 for 50,000 units. So it will be 25 rupees. And after adding office overheads, we will get cost of production. Cost of production 57,50,000 plus 12,50,000, so it will be 70 lakhs. and 70 lakhs divided by 50,000, it will be 140, that is 115 plus 25, 140. Okay, now next is selling overheads. Again, in selling overheads there are fixed as well as variable. So fixed overheads, variable overheads. Fixed overheads are rupees 5 lakhs. So it will be 10 rupees per unit. And now variable overheads, rupees 25 per unit. For 50,000 units, 25 rupees per unit. 50,000 into 25 rupees, that is 12 lakhs 50,000. Okay, now we will get total cost, that is cost of sales. फाइव लॅक्स प्लस 12 lakhs 50,000 प्लस 70 lakhs, म्हणजे 70 lakhsमध्ये या दोन्ही अमाऊंट्स ॲड करायचे आहेत आपल्याला. या दोन्हीची टोटल इथे लिहून टोटल सेलिंग ओव्हरहेड्स असं म्हणून ह्याच्यामध्ये ॲड केलं, असंही केलं तरी चालेल, पण धिस शॉर्टकट इज ओके. सो टोटल कॉस्ट इज 87 lakhs 50,000 and 25 plus 10 35 plus 140, that is 175 per unit. Okay, now profit sales. See, in the problem they told us that selling price per unit is rupees 210. So per unit selling price is 210 rupees. Units sold 50,000 units. So 50,000 units into 210, it will be 1 crore 5 lakhs. One crore 5 lakhs. Correct. So this is selling amount, and difference between sales and total cost will be their profit. So 1 crore 5 lakhs minus 87 lakhs 50,000, it will be 17 lakhs 50,000. Units 50,000. 17 lakhs 50,000 divided by 50,000, so it will be 35 rupees per unit profit, that is 210 minus 175, 35 rupees per unit profit. They sold 50,000 units, so their total profit is 17 lakhs 50,000. Understood? Here we have completed cost sheet for the year ended 31st March 2014. Now we will prepare some working, that is working notes. Here I am doing some working. See the additional information now. Following changes are anticipated during the year ended 31st March 2015. Okay, for the year ended 31st March 2015, production and sales will increase by 60%. So production and sale, old production and sale is 50,000 units. So 50,000 units plus it will increased by 60% plus 60%, obviously 60% of 50,000 units. So 60% of 50,000 units will be 30,000. So here I will write 50,000 units plus 30,000 units, it is equal to 80,000 units. So For estimated cost sheet, production and sale will be of 80,000 units. Understood? 60% काढले, 50,000 युनिट्सच्या 60% वाढ होणार आहे असं सांगितलंय. नाव नेक्स्ट सेकंड, डायरेक्ट मटेरियल कॉस्ट पर युनिट विल इन्क्रीज बाय 12.5%. डायरेक्ट मटेरियल कॉस्ट पर युनिट सी हियर 36 rupees per unit. So direct material cost it will be increased by 12.5%. Direct material cost per unit will increase by 12.5%. So direct material cost per unit is 36 rupees plus 12.5% per unit. Okay, so 12.5% of 36, understood, will be added in 36 rupees. So the answer will be 40.50 per unit in this year. Okay, see here, this is 36. If you can see, memory plus into 12.5%, that is 4.5, memory plus again memory recall 40.5 means 40.50. Understood? Now third, direct labor per unit will decrease by 5%. So direct labor, that is direct wages, old price direct wages, that is direct labor, is 28, minus it will decrease by 5%. Okay, so minus 5%. So see again, 28 memory plus into 5%, that is see here 1.4, memory minus memory recall, that is 26.60%, sorry, rupees. Understood? Per unit. तुम्हाला कळतं आहे कॅल्सीवर कसं करायचं तेही मी साईड बाय साईड दाखवते, काहींना माहिती नसेल तर म्हणून. नाउ नेक्स्ट, चार्जेबल एक्सपेन्सेस पर युनिट विल डिक्रीज बाय 10%. Chargeable expenses per unit were 11 rupees 11, minus they told us that it will decrease by 10%, minus 10% amount. So 11 minus 10%, it will be 10% of 11 will be 1.1, that is 1 rupees 10 paisa. 11 minus 1 rupees 10 paisa, that is 9.90 rupees per unit. Now fifth, variable factory overheads per unit will increase by 25%. Variable factory overheads will increase by 25% असं आपल्याला सांगितलं आहे. ओके, सो देर आर फॅक्टरी ओव्हरहेड्स, फिक्स ओव्हरहेड्स आर 15 lakhs. Okay, and per unit amount is rupees 30, and variable overheads are 5 lakhs, per unit amount is rupees 10. Now let's see what will happen in 2015. See here, in 7th adjustment they told us that all fixed overheads will increase by 20%. So fixed factory overheads will increase by 20% in total amount. Okay, 15 lakhs, 20% of 15 lakhs will be 3 lakhs. There will be increase of 3 lakhs in 15 lakhs. So in the year ended 31st March 2015, the fixed overheads will be 18 lakhs. Understood? So I will show it here. Fixed factory overheads increase of 20%. सगळ्याच फिक्स ओव्हरहेड्समध्ये 20%चा इन्क्रीज झाला आहे असं प्रॉब्लेममध्ये सांगितलं आहे. देअरफॉर these factory overheads are 15 lakhs plus 20%, that is 3 lakhs. 20% of 15 lakhs will be 3 lakhs. So the amount will be 18 lakhs. So fixed overheads will be 18 lakhs in the second cost sheet. Okay. Now the variable factory overheads. Variable factory overheads. Here the variable factory overheads are 5 lakhs and per unit variable factory overheads are at rupees 10. Now let's see. In the fifth adjustment, they told us that variable factory overheads per unit will increase by 25%. Okay. So increase of 25% per unit. This is given in the problem. इथे सुद्धा तुम्ही काय काय दिले असं लिहून घेऊ शकता in your working note while solving in the notebook. Increase of 25% per unit. Old per unit is rupees 10 plus 25%. So 10 plus 25% will be 12.50 rupees per unit. Understood? Now next working note, that is 7th. It means here it is 6 कारण आपण फिक्स ओव्हरहेड्सचं पण सॉल्व केलं आहे. फिक्स फॅक्टरी ओव्हरहेड्सचं मध्ये variable selling overheads will decrease by 25%. Okay. Now selling overheads. In selling overheads, in office overhead only fixed overheads are there. So first we will solve increase of in fixed overheads of 20%. Then we will solve fixed overheads, fixed selling overheads, and then variable selling overheads. Okay. So office overheads, fixed. Office overhead fixed. They told us that all fixed overheads will increase by 20%. So increase by 20%. Office overheads fixed. See here, fixed office overheads are 12,50,000 rupees. 12,50,000 plus 20% is equal to, it will be 1,50,000. Sorry, 12,50,000. It will be addition of 2,50,000. So it will be 15 lakhs. Okay. Now 8th. ऑफिस ओव्हरहेड्समध्ये फक्त फिक्स आहे त्यामुळे फिक्स झालं आहे. आता सेलिंग ओव्हरहेड्स. पहिल्यांदा फिक्स्ड. सी युअर वर्किंग नोट. फिक्स सेलिंग ओव्हरहेड्स आर 5 lakhs. So increase by 20% as they are fixed. So 5 lakhs plus 20%. Okay. 10% of 5 lakhs is 50,000. So 20% will be 1 lakh. After adding 1 lakh, new fixed overheads, fixed selling overheads will be 6 lakhs rupees. Okay. Now 9th. Selling overheads variable. See in the problem, variable selling overheads will decrease by 25%. So it is decreased by 25%. Okay. See, variable selling overheads per unit rupees 25. So rupees 25 minus 25% is equal to 18.75 rupees per unit. This is the answer. Understood? In this way, we have to calculate all the overheads for the estimated cost sheet, and after preparing cost sheet we will get total cost. Now here see, in last two adjustment They told us that 75% of the output will be sold in the domestic market at a profit of 20% on sales, and balance 25% output will be sold in export market at a profit of 50% on sale. Okay, so let's calculate here sales of 2015 or for the year ended 2015. Total units sold, we have already calculated 80,000 units. Okay, from that they told us that 75% will be in domestic market, 75% in domestic market, that is 75% of 80,000, it will be 60,000 units. So 60,000 units will be sold in domestic market and 25% in export market, that is outside India. So remaining units are 20,000 units will be sold in export market. Understood? Total 80,000 units will be produced and sold. From that 60,000 units will be sold in domestic market, that is in India, and 20,000 units will be sold in export market, that is outside India. Understood? आता त्यांनी आपल्याला सांगितलेलं आहे की इथे लिहिते मी सेल इन डोमेस्टिक मार्केट. डोमेस्टिक मार्केटमधल्या सेलची प्रॉफिट मार्जिन आता आपण कॅल्क्युलेट करूया. 75% of the output will be sold in domestic market at a profit of 20% on sales. Okay, 20% on sales. Okay, so let's assume sales, that is selling price, is equal to 100. So profit will be 20% on sales, that is rupees 20, and therefore cost will be 100 minus 20, that is 80. तुमच्या लक्षात येत आहे? मी सेलिंग प्राइस 100 अजूम केले, 20% प्रॉफिट ऑन सेल्स, सो 20% ऑन 100 विल बी रुपीज 20. हा 20 रुपीज प्रॉफिट सेलमध्ये आहे. सेल्समधून प्रॉफिट वजा केला की कॉस्ट येते, कॉस्टमध्ये प्रॉफिट ॲड केला की सेलिंग प्राइस येते. अशा पद्धतीने मी काढले. ओके, आता दिस इज द फर्स्ट paper. Here I am calculating next calculation. Assume sales rupees 100, profit 20, so cost will be rupees 80. Okay, now when selling price is 100, their profit is 20 and cost is 80. Understood? So we will see that when cost is 80, sales is 100, then what will be the cost and what will be the sales. आपल्याला इथे मांडणी करायची आता. So here first we have to prepare estimated cost sheet to calculate total cost per unit. एस्टिमेटेड कॉस्ट शीट तयार केल्यानंतर आपल्याला टोटल कॉस्ट पर युनिट कळेल आणि त्याच्यावरून आपण या मांडणीवरून सेल्स कॅल्क्युलेट करू. So we will continue afterwards this working note. First we have to prepare the estimated cost sheet. Understood? And for calculating the amounts we have to follow this working while calculating amount of estimated cost sheet. So I am keeping these working notes here handy, and now here I will prepare cost sheet for the year ended 31st March 2015, that is estimated cost sheet. Okay, 31st March 15. Steps: elements of cost, total cost, units, and cost per unit. Understood? Here I am preparing estimated cost sheet for the year ended 31st March 2015. आता आधीची कॉस्ट शीट केलेली असल्यामुळे हेडिंग्स सेम असणार आहेत हे मला माहिती आहे, त्यामुळे मी आधी सगळी हेडिंग्स लिहून घेणार आहे आणि नंतर त्याच्यामध्ये अमाऊंट्स भरणार आहे विथ रेफर्स टू द वर्किंग नोट्स प्रिपेअर्ड बाय अस. अंडरस्टूड? सो लेट्स राईट हेडिंग्स, ऑल द हेडिंग्स फर्स्ट. Direct material, B will be direct labor, that is direct wages, and C will be direct expenses, that is chargeable expenses here. Note D will be prime cost. पहिल्या तिन्ही आयटम्स ॲड केले की प्राईम कॉस्ट मिळणार आहे आपल्याला. त्यानंतर ई तुम्ही रेफर करू शकता बघा डी. आता ईमध्ये फॅक्टरी ओव्हरहेड्स, फिक्स आणि व्हेरिएबल. फॅक्टरी ओव्हरहेड्स म्हणजेच वर्क्स ओव्हरहेड्स, तुम्ही वर्क्ससुद्धा लिहू शकता, फिक्स अँड व्हेरिएबल. So after adding fixed and variable factory overheads in prime cost, we will get works cost. आता जी ऑफिस ओव्हरहेड्स, कारण ते फक्त फिक्स्ड आहेत. Office overheads fixed. After adding office overheads, we will get cost of production. See here, cost of production. Now selling overheads, fixed and variable. After adding fixed and variable selling overheads, we will get total cost, that is cost of sales. Okay. Then profit, and then sales. Okay. In this way we have to write estimated cost sheet, and now with the help of this working we will calculate the amounts and fill this. Production and sale is of 80,000 units, so there will be 80,000 units everywhere. Direct material cost per unit is 40.50. So 40.50 into 80,000 units, that will be 32,40,000. Now direct labor per unit is 26.60. Units 80,000. So 80,000 into 26.60, it is 21,28,000. तुम्हाला ह्या व्हॅल्यूज स्वतः कॅल्क्युलेट करायच्या आहेत प्रॅक्टिससाठी, नाहीतर मी लिहिते ते फक्त लिहून घेणं वहीत म्हणजे अभ्यास करणं, प्रॉब्लेम सोडवणं नाही. चार्जेबल एक्सपेन्सेस आर 9.90 पर युनिट. मी ह्या वर्किंग नोट्स रेफर करते आहे, कळतं आहे सगळ्यांना? 9.90 per units. So here 9.90 for 80,000 units. 80,000 into 9.90, it is 7,92,000. And now total 61,60,000 for 80,000 units. So 61,60,000 divided by 80,000 units, it will be 77 per unit. याची ॲडिशन करा तरी तुम्हाला 77 मिळतील बघा. आता फॅक्टरी ओव्हरहेड्स फिक्स फॅक्टरी ओव्हरहेड्स वी हॅव कॅल्क्युलेटेड 18 lakhs. So 18 lakhs divided by 80,000 units, it is 22.50. Now variable factory overheads we have calculated 12.50 per unit in our working notes. So into 80,000 units, 80,000 into 12.50, it will be 10 lakhs. Now works cost calculate करण्यासाठी प्राइम कॉस्ट प्लस व्हेरिएबल अँड फिक्स ओव्हरहेड्स फिक्स फॅक्टरी ओव्हरहेड्स कॅल्क्युलेट करायचे आहेत. सो धिस प्लस धिस इट विल बी 89,60,000 for 80,000 units and 77 plus 22 plus 12, it is 112 per unit. Okay. Now ऑफिस ओव्हरहेड्स फिक्स आहेत फक्त. या वर्किंग नोटमध्ये बघा ऑफिस ओव्हरहेड्स फिक्स्ड वी हॅव कॅल्क्युलेटेड 15 lakhs. सो ऑफिस ओव्हरहेड फिक्स्ड 15 lakhs for 80,000 units. So it is 18.75. And now by adding this we will get cost of production. Total is 130.75 for 80,000 units and 89,60,000 plus 15 lakhs, it is 1,04,60,000. Now selling overheads, see in your working note we have calculated fixed overheads 6 lakhs for 80,000 units, that is 7.50. Variable overheads, variable selling overheads per unit we have calculated 18.75. So 18.75 into 80,000 units will be 15 lakhs. And now we will calculate total cost. 1,04,60,000 plus 6 lakhs plus 15 lakhs, it will be 1,25,60,000. And this plus this, it is 157 per unit. Okay. And now we have to calculate profit. आता या एस्टिमेशनमध्ये त्यांनी सांगितलं आहे 75% डोमेस्टिक सेल आहे, 25% एक्सपोर्ट आहे. पर युनिट कॉस्ट म्हणजे किती खर्च आला आहे कॉस्ट तर 157 आला आहे. सो आता आपण कॅल्क्युलेट करूया. Now we will calculate selling price. Per unit in domestic sale. डोमेस्टिक सेलसाठी आपल्याला सेलिंग प्राईस शोधून काढायची आहे. त्यांनी सांगितलं आहे प्रॉफिट मार्जिन इज 20% ऑन सेल्स. सो आपण सेल्स 100 रुपये अजून केला आहे, प्रॉफिट 20, कॉस्ट 80. आता आपल्याला मांडणी करायची आहे कॉस्ट आणि सेलिंग प्राईस. वेन कॉस्ट इज 80, सेलिंग प्राईस इज 100. Then if cost is 157 as per our calculation, what will be the selling price? So 157 divided by 80 into 100. 157 divided by 80 into 100 and the answer is 196.20. 196.25 it is. Okay, so this will be selling price per unit for domestic sale. Now we will calculate selling price per unit for export. आता या ठिकाणी जसे आपण कॅल्क्युलेशन केलं आहे, अजून सेल्स 100, प्रॉफिट 20, कॉस्ट 80, तसं एक्सपोर्टसाठी सांगितलं आहे 25% आउटपुट विल बी सोल्ड इन एक्सपोर्ट मार्केट ॲट ए प्रॉफिट ऑफ 50% ऑन सेल्स, ॲट ए प्रॉफिट ऑफ 50% ऑन सेल्स. ओके, म्हणजे सेल्स पण 100 अजून केला तर 50% म्हणजे 50 रुपीज प्रॉफिट अँड सो कॉस्ट विल बी 50. अंडरस्टूड. आता मी अशा पद्धतीची मांडणी करते, कॉस्ट अँड सेलिंग प्राईस. आता परत मी हे सगळं लिहून दाखवत नाही आहे तुम्हाला, तुम्हाला कळायला हवं कारण हे स्कूलमधलं आहे. कॉस्ट अँड सेलिंग प्राईस वेन कॉस्ट इज 50, या केसमध्ये 50 रुपये कॉस्ट असते त्यावेळेस 100 रुपये सेलिंग प्राईस असते. तर 157 कॉस्ट असेल त्यावेळेला सेलिंग प्राईस किती? सो 157 डिवायडेड बाय 50 इंटू 100. 157 डिवायडेड बाय 50 इंटू 100. सो द आन्सर इज ₹314 पर युनिट. दिस इज पर युनिट. ओके, आणि आता या कॅल्क्युलेशनमुळे आपल्याला पर युनिट कळलेलं आहे. त्यावरून आता आपल्याला कॉस्टशीटमध्ये गोष्टी भरायच्या आहेत. इथे आपण पाहिजे तरी कॅल्क्युलेट करून घेऊया तुमच्या माहितीसाठी. देअरफॉर डोमेस्टिक सेल इज इक्वल टू 60,000 युनिट्स डोमेस्टिक सेल असणार आहे इंटू 196.25 पर युनिट. सो इट इज 1,17,75,000 डोमेस्टिक सेल. आता एक्सपोर्ट आपल्याला माहिती आहे एक्सपोर्ट 20,000 युनिट्स आहेत. सो 20,000 युनिट्स इंटू ₹314 per unit, and so the amount is 62,80,000. And now we will add domestic sale amount and export sale amount. So the total is 1,80,55,000. This is the total sale. Understood? And now we will complete this cost sheet here by using this information. See here, total cost we have calculated already. Now we have got the total sale amount, which is 1,80,55,000. This is for 80,000 units. So average per unit cost, we can calculate average per unit cost here if necessary. Okay, you calculate it now. And ही नाही केली तरी चालेल, याचं कारण प्रत्येक युनिटची वेगवेगळी प्राईस आहे डोमेस्टिक सेलसाठी आणि एक्सपोर्ट सेलसाठी, जे आपण वर्किंग नोटमध्ये काढून दाखवलेलं आहे. सो वी विल कॅल्क्युलेट प्रॉफिट. सेल्स 1,80,55,000 minus total cost 1,25,60,000. So profit is 54,95,000. That will be profit in the year ending 31st March 2015. Here you can also calculate per unit profit in all, म्हणजे टोटल पर युनिट प्रॉफिट किती आणि टोटल पर युनिट ॲव्हरेज प्राईस किती ही तुम्ही इथे कॅल्क्युलेट करू शकता. दॅट यू हॅव टू कॅल्क्युलेट. ओके, इन दिस वे दिस इज अन इम्पॉर्टंट प्रॉब्लेम. सॉल्व इट प्रॉपरली इन युअर notebook and ask if there is any doubt. That's all for today.